If what one has to say is not better than silence, then one should keep silent. Happiness is when you are understood. Great happiness is when you are loved. Real happiness is when you love. If they spit at you behind your back, it means you're ahead of them. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. By three methods we may learn wisdom. First, by reflection, which is noblest. Second, by imitation, which is easiest. And third, by experience, which is the bitterest. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. The object of the superior man is truth. Success depends upon previous preparation, and without such preparation, there is sure to be failure. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. When anger rises, think of the consequences. If you think in terms of a year, plant a seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. It is easy to hate, and it is difficult to love. This is how the whole scheme of things works. All good things are difficult to achieve, and bad things are very easy to get. If I am walking with two other men, each of them will serve as my teacher. I will pick out the good points of the one and imitate them, and the bad points of the other and correct them in myself. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. What you do not want to be done to yourself, do not do to others. He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? If we don't know life, how can we know death? A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. They must often change, who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. If you look into your own heart, and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? To practice 5 things under all circumstances constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. Wisdom, compassion, and courage is the 3 universally recognized moral qualities of men. The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. You cannot open a book without learning something. Death and life have their determined appointments. Riches and honors depend upon heaven. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. Speak the truth. Do not yield to anger. Give if thou art asked for little. By these 3 steps thou wilt go near the gods. A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. I will not be concerned at other men's not knowing me. I will be concerned at my own want of ability. The faults of a superior person are like the sun and moon. They have their faults, and everyone sees them. They change, and everyone looks up to them. Look at the means which a man employs. Consider his motives, observe his pleasures. A man simply cannot conceal himself. Go before the people with your example, and be laborious in their affairs. If some years were added to my life, I would give 50 to the study of the year, and then I might come to be without great faults. Look not at what is contrary to propriety. Listen not to what is contrary to propriety. Speak not what is contrary to propriety. Make no movement which is contrary to propriety. Which quote did you like the most? Give your valuable feedback in the comments. Don't miss the opportunity to watch the next video. Subscribe.